We are looking at John's underwater butterfly, commentary by Coach Chris. Now here's where we're really going to see the lack of the second kick. There's one kick, and it's almost like his body wants to take that second kick, but he's just not doing anything to help himself. So he's just dragging the body through. Gotta streamline, gotta get underwater. So he's actually getting a decent kick when he takes it, but it's just not getting a rhythm. You just can't get a rhythm with the one kick butterfly. Now, let's talk about the stroke. Okay. So right here, his head's staying up a little late, and so he's getting his hips really deep in the water. I mean, you can see the space between his hips. At this point, his hips should be almost breaking the surface, if not breaking the surface, but he's going to be sitting low in the water because his head's staying up. You know, where the head goes, the hips go the opposite, like a seesaw. Now here he gets his head in, he's driving the kick, and just barely gets the kick to the surface. Now let's talk about the timing. The first half of that butterfly stroke, he's going to anchor, he's going to sweep in to his chest. Okay, that first part of the stroke. This is where the head gets on top of the surface. As you can see, he's getting there, head still under. He doesn't get the head out till his hands come out. So he's breathing in the wrong spot. We need to get the head up in this first sweep. From here to here. The head is up, and we're starting to take that breath. From the second part of that pole, as we push through, this is the length, this is the phase where we actually take a breath. So this is the time we get to take a breath in butterfly. He pushes through, head's still down, now his head's up. Way too late. He should actually be done. His head should be getting in the water. He should have finished that breath, but now his head's going to stay up. Driving that kick. Again, head's down. Getting later in the stroke to get that breath, and it's a little late. That stroke was a little better. And again, getting the head up, just a little too late. We're back by the hips. He's already exiting by the time he starts drawing that breath. And we're just not getting anything out of the second kick. It's almost a little twitch. Now he hits the wall. Doing a good job, actually, but he's over-rotating. If you look at him in his orientation, he's going to push off. He's trying to open up and face. His knees and head and everything is pointed down toward the bottom at this angle. He over-rotated. He wants to just bring the legs underneath and twist just enough to be on his side. He should really be looking, and he should be pointing his knees that direction, towards the surface, on your side, slightly towards your back, is the way I'd describe it. And what it does is, the further he rotates before pushing off, is more time on the wall. All that movement, all that twist, all that rotation adds time. How much time? However long it takes him to rotate. So the less rotation he does, the faster he gets through the turn. Pushes off, head up, that's bad. And he's swimming. So he does a lot of stuff that's okay. And I really like, he's got an understanding of the sweep. He's orienting his arm right. He's got the pinky up on the recovery. He's just got the typical timing issues. Usually a boy's his age, but a lot of the girls do them too. He's just having timing issues, and a lot of the timing issues are related to the lack of two kicks, that single kick butterfly, and I see this all the time. So it's something that's actually a pretty easy fix once he commits to getting that second kick. Should be one here and one here. A big kick as his hands drive back. Boom. Should drive him forward as his hands exit. But right now he's pulling his feet up. It's acting as a brake. And that second kick will just give him that much more propulsion. And a lot of that propulsion will give him a higher body position, which will help him get his head down. So it all kind of stacks on top of itself. So he's working really hard. We're developing the kick in varsity. He's doing a really good job of trying to get a feel for it. It's not the most natural kick for him. He does tend to struggle a little bit when we have a board. He's much better without the board, especially when we're on our back, hands at our side. But he'll get stronger as he gets more used to it and gets a little more flexibility in the hips. But by and large, there's a lot of room to improve, but a lot of the mechanics that he can fix are centered around getting that second kick into the stroke and making sure that he's getting enough out of it to help drive the stroke.